for Curtin County sports leader, Best Country 106.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Papa Poblanos to the Broke Mo Coaches Show. Once again for Week 9. I'm Jeremy Poole, and we are here with the Mav, Coach Maverick Lang. Good morning, Coach.
Good morning.
Well, 8-1. We moved to 8-1 and 5-1. No, 6-1. No, 5-1.
Yeah, 5-1.
5-1. Yeah, after another decisive victory at home last night over the Tulsa McLain Titans, 48-7.
Yep,
48-7. Coach, what's the mood of the team and coaching staff after Week 9?
Yep, well, big win for us, and we told the kids, because that was the biggest game we played in to this point this year, because if we don't take care of business last night, that Ada game was far less significant. And that's kind of what our kids have bought into. Every week's bigger than the last one, because if you don't take care of business, then it's less significant, the things that we've done up to this point. And our kids bought into that. And that was a very talented team. Had a lot of kids that could roll, a lot of speed. And that's one of the things which our kids adjusted well to it. It's one thing to have your scout kids run around on practice Monday through Thursday, and then it's a whole different ballgame when their kids actually jog out there, and then you see it firsthand, the speed that they play with. And that's that coach's second year there, Harper's, and he's been doing a great job with them. And physicality always wins football games. We was extremely physical. Defense played really, really well. I saw that first drive, had some misalignment issues kind of, and then a couple of times our kids just made great plays on that opening drive for them that they scored. But we played great defense after that. Was very physical with their quarterbacks, ended up playing two quarterbacks, and then the two running backs that they played. And then controlling, because our secondary played multiple coverages last night, but with some man against some really good athletic receivers. And then offensively, ran the ball really well. See some good things there. We didn't throw it as good as we needed to, and we needed to clean some stuff up, some pre-snap issues, and then some timing issues in the pass game. But ran the ball really well, but completed the ball when we needed to. But we was really pleased after last night's game,
and deservedly so. Like you say, it was a take care of business type of night. How many yards do you think number 20 Neil has up to this point? Do you have a roundabout number?
He because he was in the office Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday around lunch. Because he was leading. He was third or fourth in rushing in 4A. He was first in 4A in all-purpose because he's given a lot of yardage out of the backfield catching. But I won't know after this. I go stat our game. But I do know he went over 1,000. He had to go up because he was on like 60-some yards away from breaking 1,000 on the season. So I know he's over 1,000 rushing, and he's probably pretty dang close to 500 receiving yards.
I was wondering that myself because I would have guessed he would have been well over 1,000.
Yeah.
But again, that's just is watching. Tell us. I thought of this last night that I wanted to ask you today about. You mentioned it receiving out of the backfield. Why do you think that so many times? Why do you think he is so wide open coming out of the backfield?
Yeah. And last night they did a good job on our screens. We tried two, it wasn't there, but he was able to get. And then we tried our tailback week. Where we leaked the tailback out and wheeling out of the backfield. They covered that one pretty well too. But we was able to get him out. We get him out in the flats, and then he kind of wheeled one up there when he scored. He scored twice, but only one counted because of pre-snap alignment. The first time he scored out of the backfield, but he's pretty decisive about sneaking out of the backfield, and he's got a real good vision and mental capacity where what they're trying to do to us secondary-wise, or if they're blitzing. He's gotten really good these last couple of weeks of Simpson or filling the blitz and kind of replacing the guy, because it helped us in the 80 game last week when he scored 0, bounced out to the flats, and he snuck in behind him, turned it into 6 points. And then last night on his outside backer sit, we got him to the flats, and then he turned it up and ended up taking like 50 or whatever it was.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you that because it never fails. 2 or 3 times a game, he gets so wide open, and I know that's a linebacker's responsibility.
Yeah.
To cover him out of the backfield, but I knew there was something that he was doing to be that wide open. But also, speaking of Neal, I'm going to say that if it were a stat, Neal might lead the state in yards and touchdowns that have been called back. It seems like to me.
Yeah, he'd well over 1,500 right now.
It seems like it. My goodness, he gets a lot called back. But anyway, that's not a real stat, so that doesn't count. But senior night last night, big night for those seniors to go out on top. Which was the last official regular season game on the grass of Memorial Stadium.
Yeah, and that's what we told them going into. If we didn't take care of business, there wasn't a guaranteed another game there this year. That one obviously helped us in that category. But, yeah, really good night for our seniors. A lot of seniors made plays. Maverick Soto came up with an interception there late. Was real proud of him, played that well. But, yeah, really proud of our seniors last night.
Yeah, one thing I want to add about Maverick Soto, he doesn't get much playing time. But you could tell when he did intercept that pass late in the game, the way his teammates reacted, not just teammates, coaches too, the way they reacted to that, you could tell the significance of him on the team.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's a great kid, hard worker, real good special. He's about 3 inches away from an onside. He touched it a little early last night. He's about 3 inches away from recovering onside for us. And he brings a lot. He's great teammate. Gets us a lot better Monday through Thursday at practice. So it was really good to see him make that play.
Yeah, you could tell everyone was excited for him. Senior night was it went pretty smooth, pretty good. How do you approach that? I know you want it for those seniors to get recognized, but how do you approach that as a coach by keeping everyone focused?
Yeah.
During these couple of days.
Yeah, it's close to kind of homecoming feel because we got to bump up our pregame. We left from the field house at 4:50. We usually leave 5:30 and then bump everything up. We had to be off field at 6:15. So yeah, there's some dead time there, and then the kids are out watching senior night, and then you kind of gotta zone them back in once we go back in the locker room. But kids handle it well, and that's what's good of our mental maturity of our team right now. That we maneuver through that kind of stuff pretty good.
Yeah, exactly. We were talking just before we come on air about this team and their ability to weather storms better this year. For instance, when we start out maybe a little rough offensively, it seems like this year that we turn things around better and quicker.
Oh yeah, and our kids heard it all last year when things don't go our way, especially from us coaches. You'll hear respond. You got to respond, and it was good hearing. It wasn't good going down, getting behind the 8-ball 7-0. But as soon as they scored, kicked the extra point, multiple coaches and multiple kids was yelling respond, and they didn't flinch. They responded, and then we took control from there. But yeah, it does. There were some times last year that happened. We get shell shocked a little bit, and it'd take a little bit to climb out of it. But we responded in a quick way. I think we 5 plays that next drive offensively scored. Then got the onside and went and scored again. So they responded really well.
Exactly, yeah, and they seem to do that often. DeJohn Hall, is he back and okay now?
Yeah, and he made some good plays. He was just off fingertips on a few. He wasn't on the line of scrimmage. The one he scored on there, fourth quarter, early in the fourth quarter, the one he scored on deep pass. He wasn't on the line of scrimmage, which he's on the line of scrimmage. That's what we had some rare, just mental pre-snap mistakes last night. But yeah, he should have been touchdown, but he was about 2 foot back off the line of scrimmage.
I noticed one catch that he made was it was a tough throw by Graydon, and it was a tough catch by him. It's just one of those situations where it happened quickly, where he was running full steam to our sideline, and he had to reach back across him. And man, that was a big time throw and a big time catch.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And yeah, DeJohn's big time. He causes people. You can just see how when we single him out, people. He draws attention not only to the corner, obviously, but the safety. Yeah, DeJohn's big time player.
Man, I'm telling you. But back to those seniors. Talk a little bit about what those seniors have meant to the program. You only got to coach them 2 years, but many of them have been in the program for years upon years, counting back to junior high.
I've only been able to be around them for 2 years, but what they've done, speaking of the time I've been here, in those 2 years, they've helped kind of turn the corner for the football program, and they're doing a really good job of showing underclassmen what it takes day to day to be successful on Friday night, because football is a practice sport. You only guaranteed 10 games, and we're doing football-based stuff or weight room stuff 365 days a year, and they've set a standard, raised the standard of what it looks like on a daily basis, whether it's a Monday morning in June or a Wednesday practice in season. So that's what I've probably been most proud of them, the standard they've kind of raised and set. And then they're playing really well. There's tons of seniors out there now. More of them on defense. Because offensively, you got Josh up front, and then AJ and BB rotate in there at the X. But defensively, our defensive line is mainly heavily by leaders. Our secondary, the first four that play, they're heavily seniors. And then Medoc, I don't know how, but the ball keeps finding his way to it. It does. He's leading the team in turnovers, picks, and interceptions, and all kinds of stuff. So it was good to see him make that play last night.
You bet. And another senior I think about, two seniors that I think about that are probably well undersized for their positions, but with their work ethic and probably their off the field training, they've able to become really, really important players on the team. Bentley Brown and Kel Ginn come to my mind. Talk about their transformation over the last 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, Kel. Start with Kel. Even last year, I love the way he plays the game. High intensity, relentless effort, and he's a great player for us. And he's like that. Reps in practice. Doesn't matter what we're going through. That's how Kel plays. So you know what you're getting with him. Big time player, leader. He's one when he does talk, people around him listen. And he's played himself into a really good player for us. And then Bentley, I'm really proud of that because he was a linebacker kid, and then the Glenpool week is when we moved him to defensive line, and he's just been racking up tackles since. And he's obviously, if you look out there, he's undermanned by a minimum of 50 pounds on the offensive or the opposing offensive line guys, and he keeps having great nights. He's been over 10 tackles the last multiple weeks, and then the kid that he worked over last week at Ada, that's a Memphis commit offensive lineman, the left tackle, and he's a really good player, that offensive tackle. But Bentley kind of wore him out last.
Bentley let him have the juice.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, all those very, very positive things coming from what usually is an undersized. We're usually undersized on both sides of the line, but that strength and conditioning program that you talk about, that is, it's not a suggestion here at Broken Bow. It's a given. It's a do it or else type of thing, but that will turn into people like those seniors, and you'll see those types of results. So we'll take just a short little break here, and when we come back, we will talk about some district things that happened last night. A couple with a big surprise that happened in the district, and we'll let you tell us what that done to the district standing, because it made quite an issue out of them.
Yeah.
So, let's take just a short break and join us back here on the Broken Bow Coaches Show, live here at Poteau's on Best Country 106.
Savages know hard work pays off, and so does Work Ready Oklahoma. They've got the training, tools, and connections to help you land your next big win in the job market. Step up, get ready, and go for it. Work Ready Oklahoma, proud supporter of Broken Bow Savage football.
Friday night in Broken Bow means football, friends, and a quick stop at Burke's Convenience Store. From hot food and fresh coffee to ice-cold drinks and snacks, Burke's has just what you need before you head to the stadium or out of town for that away game. Wherever the Savages play, Burke's Convenience Store is there to keep the fans fueled. Burke's, proud supporter of Broken Bow Savage football.
McCurtain County sports leader, Best Country 106.
And welcome back to Papa Poblanos, the home of the Broken Bow Coaches Show. Place that we appreciate you so much for your allowing us to be here. And Coach Lang, again, your second year at the helm of the Savages, and you've guided the team to just almost perfect, 8-1, 5-1. How have you done it, Coach?
I'm very fortunate to work with really good coaches, and they don't get enough credit. The success we have and are having right now is because of those guys that I get to work with. They do a tremendous job, and that's why I tell our kids they're coached by the best coaches in the state. They demand a lot from them, but you can also tell, and it shows on Friday night, they're also their biggest fans. They're the first one to go celebrate with a kid when he does something good, and there's a great relationship between our coaches and our kids, and it's one. I'm a big believer it's better to have kids, because there's really two. Either kids are motivated by fear, or kids are motivated by not wanting to let their coaches down. And right now we have an environment of where our kids are playing to not let their coaches down. And production, both of them work, but I personally believe it works better when you get kids that want to play their butt off for their coaches and not let them down. But very fortunate with the coaches we have here at Broken Bow, and kids are playing really well. They bought into the vision of what we want our program to look like, and they keep just showing up and fighting every week.
You bet. And also, how has it been as you're in your second year of having your dad on the staff? So you being your dad's boss, how did explain what that's like? Excuse me.
Yeah, kind of hit the trifecta. I played for him, coached with him when he was a head coach. I was offensive coordinator a while back, and then now we've completed the trifecta of him. No, it's great. I've enjoyed it, and I think he's enjoyed it too. But yeah, it's been great having him around every day working. He's obviously a great football mind, and he gets fired up. Still the same however long ago, won't date myself, I'm not good at math either. However long ago I was in high school, he's still as fired up as he was back then. Now, even though we gave him some nicknames, Sticks and all that, because he's struggling knee-wise, because he's pretty much on crutches all week, and then he takes some pain pills and knocks out Friday without crutches because of his knee.
Have you ever? Well, I've seen it once, but it was just very brief. Do you have to? Let me rephrase my question. Do you have to invoke the? Do you ever have to invoke the "I'm the boss" on him?
No, not really. Sometimes it might occur, but not really.
I saw it once this year, but it was very brief, and I like to kid you about that because Mr. Revis and I we get tickled because you are pretty calm, and he's not very calm for the most part. But anyway, that's just something funny that we like to watch kind of as we're viewing the game, and it's just funny. We say to ourselves, I wonder how many times he has to say, "Hey, I'm the boss here." But anyway, let's look at things across the district. As you say, Savages, are we still in the tie for first place?
Yeah, because right now there's 3 of us, 5-1, us, Ada, Southall. And without next week, we got I think 65 points, marginal points, and then it's I'd be lying if I'm trying to be exact, but it is in the low 50s, and I'm pretty sure Salisaw's in the high 30s or low 40s point wise.
Well, that's good as far as tiebreaker points. What I should have mentioned is the game last night that was I don't know if you call it the shocker to the district, but maybe something unexpectedly is Hilldale did defeat Poteau by 14, 36-22.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
and Poteau was one of those 4 teams atop, tied with us.
Yeah, they were tied for. They were in that 4-way tie for first. Yeah, if everything's correct, it was 22-0 at half, Poteau. And then Hilldale scored 36 unanswered and shut them out in the second half. Beat 36-22.
At Hilldale?
Should have been, yeah.
At Hilldale.
And obviously we'll get to film. They haven't responded, traded back yet, Poteau. We haven't seen any of that film. But, yeah, now we got 3 one-loss teams. But there won't be points ain't going to really factor in for the district championship just because we beat Poteau. If we beat Poteau, Ada beats Salisal, we're district champs because we'll be in a head-to-head tie with Ada with 1 loss, and we get head-to-head against them. We beat Poteau. Salisal beats Ada. We're in a tie with Salisal. Salisal's got head-to-head because they beat us. So, yeah, we have to beat Poteau, and we need Ada to beat Salisal.
Where's that game played at?
At Salisal.
At Salisal.
And then Poteau was in. They were going to go into Week 10 playing for district championship too until the loss last night. And then Hilldale's they're still in it if they beat McLain next week. And then we also beat Poteau. Hilldale's in the 4th spot.
Wow. It always gets, Week 9 and Week 10. There's so many different scenarios that can happen, but like I say, Poteau went from a chance to tie for first to, like you just said, a chance that they could be out, which is wild in 1 week. What do you look for from Poteau? New coach this year, entirely different, seems like, from the Poteaus of the past is what I've heard. Is that correct, Coach?
Yeah, we've got a few films on them, just following them after they play an opponent we play this year. They throw it around. They throw it around a lot more. They didn't throw it around at all prior.
No, they didn't 3 times a game.
Yeah, they throw it around. Use some different formations. Big physical running back. He's a really good player. Middle linebacker. He was district linebacker of the year last year as a freshman. And he's sophomore, big physical kid. Kind of size-wise resembles Pratt And then they're playing him this year as H-back on offense. He's pretty dang productive for him offensively. So, yeah, it's defensively they're the same. Coach Odom's still there. They're the same defensively, but offensively it looks a little different. But going into Week 10, they've kind of wrinkled out and gotten accustomed to it. They're just coming from their kids' standpoint. So it'll be a good game. And there is a threat that we beat them and Hilldale wins, and they don't make the playoffs for the first time in I don't know how long. So they're obviously going to be fired up for that.
Oh, my goodness, yeah. Well, we have had some, what do the old-timers like to call them, knockdown, drag-out at Poteau through the years with Poteau. And it just seems like Brookmore and Poteau just do not like each other. But we certainly hope that everything goes okay. We hope that a bunch of Savage fans can make the trip. So we're going for a district championship for the first time since 2010. That's hard to believe. That is hard to believe. That is been a long time, but this team has been building since last year, and it's all in front of them. What do you do in practice this week? Do you stay normal, or do you ramp things up, maybe change some things, or do you just stick with the old same plan?
Yeah, keep rolling. The daily weeks will look the same, and that's what. Prior to the Southall game, we were kind of more concerned with stuff outside of just the closest Friday night. And since that Southall game, we've obviously knocked on wood been playing pretty well. We've vaguely talked about randomly. We'll speak about district championship, but our kids are locked into what's right in front of us that Friday. And obviously this one's a big one that has the opportunity to give us a district championship. But yeah, we're going to approach it obviously just like a normal week, because we got to just take care of what's in front of us. And but yeah, the way the kids have been approaching the weeks, because this past week we had a better week than we did of preparation than we did against Ada, which was a really good one. Had a great Thursday. And that's our main goal, is just have our best Monday. And then when we get to Tuesday, our best Tuesday, because that gives us the best opportunity to be successful.
You bet. Well, again, congratulations on what's been done so far. Week 9 has got here. Man, it's got here and passed us before you know it. But really and truly, the biggest portion of your season is really just now about to get underway, really, because you want to be peaking towards playoff time, and it seems like, by all intents and purposes, it seems like the Savage bus is rolling along pretty good. So, again, Coach Lane, thank you for joining us here this morning, and we will. Man, we got a big one next week. A big one at Poteau, 7 o'clock. Right,
yeah,
7 o'clock. Yep, 7 o'clock kickoff on the road at Poteau. It's going to be one of those. It could be one of those instant classics. There's going to be several teams watching it, I believe, because it can affect the district standing so much. But I just looked. I feel so much better this year. I just feel like we're so much better prepared going into these bigger games than we were last year. But that's a credit to you, the kids, the coaching staff, everybody pulling on the same rope. So, Coach, good luck, and we're going to hope to see everybody next week at Poteau. But if you can't make it, there are a couple options that you have, and one is to listen to it on a 106.1 Best Country. So, for another edition of the Bromo Coaching Staff, we're going to sign out this morning. So you'll be listening to the Bromo Coaches Show on Best Country 106.
Papa Poblanos, proud sponsor of Broken Bow Savage Football and host of The Savage Show. Hear the latest in Savage football action live Saturday morning at 8:30 a.m. right here on Best Country 106. Papa Poblanos satisfies your cravings for sizzling fajitas, mouth-watering tacos, savory burritos, and more. Treat yourself to the flavors of Tex-Mex. 304 North Park Drive in Broken Bow, or call 584-9494 to pick up your order or utilize their catering services. Papa Poblanos, a delightful dining experience.
Stay connected this football season with Pine Cellular. Whether you're streaming the game, sharing highlights, or calling friends after the big win, Pine Cellular has the coverage and service you can trust. With great plans, local customer care, and reliable connections, they're here for every Savage touchdown. Pine Cellular, proud sponsor of Broken Bow Savage Football.